Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Appreciate the comments. Thanks for all the subscribers to my channel. Just want to say thanks for that. Came home from work today and was sitting down watching the news with the wife, and one of the stories that I came across, I was watching things Fox News or something like that. It's a story about the, you got this joint military training operation, training exercise, I guess it is, going on over with the South Koreans, right? It's been going on for a couple of weeks. Do this every year. Big waste of money, I think. But the story today was the U.S. sent 2 B-2 bombers over there, and they conducted a firing drill on the Korean Peninsula, is what the story here says. And obviously the U.S. military is making no secret about this flight of these stealth bombers, the B-2 stealth bombers. Normally, the U.S. doesn't put out a whole lot of information about that, but they're making this real public, that they sent these bombers over there, and it was a non-stop flight. Obviously, you guys may recall these bombers are stationed out of Whiteman Air Force Base, which is in Missouri. Okay. I think I read or heard that it's like a 20,000 kilometer trip, round trip from Missouri, where these bombers are based. Flew them over the Korean Peninsula. Apparently dropped some inert munitions on an island. Of course, they didn't fly over North Korea. They flew over South Korea. And military news release came out and announced that the mission, the real public mission of these B-2 bombers flying over to Korea, demonstrates the United States' ability to conduct long-range precision strikes quickly and at will. I don't know, maybe nobody's been paying attention here lately, but you recall during the Iraq, particularly I think it was Afghanistan, they were flying these things on a daily basis out of Missouri over the North Pole and conducting bombing runs on Afghanistan. So I don't think there's any need to demonstrate the United States' ability to conduct long-range precision strikes when they've been doing that for the last decade. Okay. Of course, Chuck Hagel, the bozo that he is, what a disgrace from the great state of Nebraska. But anyway, I don't want to get off on that rant. He says, "Oh no," he made his public statement. Said this is, this was just part of the normal military training exercise that we do every year with the South Koreans, and this was not a show of force. And even though previously, I think last week or a couple weeks ago, they had launched some B-52 bombers from I think Anderson Air Force Base in Guam that did a flyover similar to what these B-2s did. And what's to note about this is that the B-2 and the B-52s are both capable of carrying nuclear armament. Okay, I think that's the big thing here. So it's definitely a show of force to North Korea, who's been doing a bunch of goofy shit here lately. Cutting phone lines and making threats and splashing rockets into the Sea of Japan and all kinds of goofy crap. But U.S. is doing this. They're not making any, not trying to hide it or anything. And here's what really got my attention. You ever see a picture of one of these B-2s flying, one of the stock films? This thing is burning up the fuel. Estimate that one of these planes cost about $88,000 an hour. They sent 2 of them, did a flyover, dropped some bags of flour or whatever onto this bombing range in South Korea, and then turned around and flew back to Missouri. Estimated cost for today's operation was, I think they said, $5.28 million in one day. Let's just call it 5.3. $5.3 million today to do this. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you have a weapon, you don't pull it out unless you're ready to use it. Now, why would you fly these planes over there at $5.3 million and not have them armed? That's just stupid. Chuck Hagel is a fool. He's a bozo. You guys probably already know that, so I'm not even going to go down that. I'm not even going to approach that. Crazy shit. And I guess what really burns me up the most about it is the money that was spent today alone. You know, today alone, $5.3 million to fly these planes over there. I think it's crap. I don't like it. I just wanted to put some comments out there about it. Just my thoughts on Country Husker. Thanks.